Your kid is not going to remember your salary. They're not going to remember the car that you drove. They're not going to remember the size of the house. You know what they are going to remember? That feeling that they got when they heard your car pull into the driveway. Were they relieved? Were they excited? Were they nervous? That feeling, that one feeling, is your legacy. Everything else is noise. We were told that providing was the job. Work hard, bring home money, keep the lights on. And that stuff matters, don't get me wrong. But somewhere along the way, providing got confused with parenting. And a lot of fathers, good men, hard-working men, they checked every financial box. And their kids still felt like they didn't really know their dad. I'm not here to make you feel guilty about that. I'm here to make sure you don't waste the time you still have. Because here's the truth most men never hear. Your kids are forming their picture of you right now. Not when they're adults looking back. Right now, today, this week. Every dinner, every weekend. Every time you're in the same room, but somewhere else in your head, they are building a file on you. And most dads have no idea what's in that file. Ask yourself something. When your kid is 35 years old, sitting at their own kitchen table, what do they say about you? Not to you, about you. When they're talking to their spouse, their friends, their own kids, what's the story? My dad was always working, but he showed up when it counted. Or is it, my dad was around, but he was never really there? There's a difference between presence and participation. Presence is your body being in the room. Participation is your mind being in the moment. A lot of dads are present. Very few are actually participating. And kids know the difference. They always know. Stick with me here, because what I'm about to tell you is the thing nobody talks about when it comes to fathers and memory. Kids don't remember events the way you think they do. They don't store your fishing trip as a fishing trip. They store it as how they felt on that fishing trip. Did you seem happy to be there? Did you put your phone down? Did you talk to them like they mattered? Or were you distracted, annoyed, just going through the motions? Kids are emotional recorders, not video cameras. They're not capturing the footage. They're capturing the feeling. So when you ask yourself, am I doing enough? That's the wrong question. The right question is, how do I make them feel? Not on the big vacations, not on birthdays, on a regular Tuesday, when nothing is going on, when you are tired, when you would rather just sit down and zone out. That Tuesday is where your legacy gets built. Think about your own dad for a second. What do you actually remember? Not the trips, not the gifts. It's a smell, a phrase he used, the way he laughed. The time he sat next to you and didn't say a word, but you knew he was there. Or the time you needed him and he wasn't. Either way, it's small, it's quiet. It doesn't cost anything. That is what sticks. I want to tell you about a moment that changed how I thought about all of this. My son was around 7 years old. I had a long week. Genuinely brutal. The kind of week where you just want the world to stop. I got home on a Friday. I walked in the door. I sat on the couch. And he came running up to me with this little Lego car he had built. He was so proud of it, holding it up like it was something incredible. And I said, "That's really cool, buddy." I didn't look up. He stood there for a second, then he just walked away. He didn't say anything. He didn't cry. He just walked away. And I don't know why, but that hit me harder than anything had in a long time, because I saw it on his face. He didn't need me to be excited for an hour. He just needed me to look. 30 seconds. That's all it was going to take, and I didn't give it. That was the moment I understood that fatherhood isn't about grand gestures. It's about not looking away when your kid holds something up, whatever it is. A Lego car, a drawing, a bad joke they think is hilarious. That's the moment. That's the memory they are building. Now let's talk about what you can actually do. Real rules, simple steps, things you can start this week. Rule 1, be where your feet are. When you are home, be home. Not physically home with your brain at work. Not sitting at dinner while you're going through emails. Pick a window of time every day, even if it's 30 minutes, and be completely there. No phone, no screen, no half listening. Just you and your family in the same moment. Your kids will remember that you were someone who showed up, not just someone who came home. Rule 2, learn their language. Every kid has something they care about. It might be a sport, a video game, a TV show, a hobby that makes no sense to you. You don't have to love it. You just have to learn enough to ask real questions about it. How does that character work? What makes that level hard? When you ask real questions, they know you're actually curious. They know you're paying attention, and they will talk to you. They will open up. Kids don't tell their dads things because their dads don't seem interested. Seem interested. Be interested. That is how you stay connected through every stage of their life. Rule 3, don't be the emotional weather vane. Your kids are watching your mood every day. They're reading you constantly. If you come home angry, the whole house shifts. If you're anxious, they feel it. You don't have to be happy all the time. That's not real. But you have to be regulated. Calm under pressure, steady when things are hard. Because your emotional state becomes their baseline. They learn what normal looks like from you. If your normal is volatile and unpredictable, that's what they will carry. If normal is calm and grounded, that's what they will carry. You are setting their nervous system's default. Take that seriously. Rule 4, say the thing out loud. Tell your kids you love them. Say it directly. Tell them you're proud of them. Be specific. Don't just say, good job. Say, I saw how hard you worked on that. That was real discipline. Don't assume they know. Say it again and again. It doesn't get old. A lot of men were raised in houses where feelings weren't said out loud. I get it. That's familiar. But familiar isn't always right. Your kids should never wonder if their father is proud of them. You take that question off the table by saying it clearly and often. Rule 5, repair fast. You're going to lose your temper. You're going to be short with them. You're going to say the wrong thing. That's not failure. That's being human. What separates the fathers who leave a good legacy from the ones who don't, it is the repair. Go back. Say you were wrong. Don't make it complicated. Hey, I was too hard on you earlier. I am sorry. That's it. Because when you repair, you teach them 2 things. 1, that men can admit when they are wrong. 2, that the relationship is more important than being right. Those are lessons they will use for the rest of their lives. We are almost to the close, but first, the thing that ties all of this together. Here's the truth underneath all of this. Your kids don't remember what you did. They remember who you were. Were you someone who made them feel safe? Were you someone they could come to with the hard stuff? Were you honest with them, even when honesty was uncomfortable? Did you live by the same rules you tried to teach them? Did your actions and your words match? Because kids have a perfect detector for hypocrisy. They see it instantly. You can't tell your son to control his temper if you never control yours. You can't tell your daughter she's valuable if you treat your wife like an afterthought. You can't tell your kids that hard work matters if you have stopped doing hard things yourself. They're watching all of it. Every day, they are taking notes. And that might sound like pressure. It is pressure. That's the job. That's what it means to be the father. Not the fun uncle, not the buddy, the father. The man who sets the standard by living it. The man who doesn't just talk about character, but shows it under stress. When the money is tight and the marriage is hard, and the world is noisy, and you're exhausted, who are you then? That's the man they remember. Not the version of you on vacation, the version of you on the worst Tuesday of the year. Be that man on purpose every day. Here's what Altus Discipline is built on. The word Altus means elevated, not perfect, not untouchable, elevated, above, rising. And discipline is not punishment. Discipline is the commitment to become the man your family deserves, even when it is hard, especially when it is hard. If you're watching this, you're already the kind of father who's thinking about this stuff. That matters. Most men don't think about their legacy until it's too late to shape it. You are here. You are thinking about it now. That means you still have time. Your kids are building that file on you. And starting today, you get to decide what goes in it. Not with a grand gesture, not by buying something or planning a trip, by being present, by saying the thing, by repairing fast, by being the calm in the room, by looking up when they hold something out to you. That's it. That's the whole job. Do it with intention. Do it every day. That is what they will remember. If this hits something real for you, subscribe. Not because we need the numbers, because we're putting out content like this every week. Real conversations for fathers who are trying to do this thing right. We also have tools and gear designed specifically for men who take the work seriously. Check the description. Look around. Everything we build is made for the kind of father who's watching a video on a Friday because he wants to be better. That's you. Stay in it. We'll see you in the next one.